before I dive into my leftover Chipotle, let's highlight what this deck is looking to do. So, at the core, this is a Bant kind of mid-range deck. We've got Goose with Oko. We've got Questing Beast. You've got Kenrith here as a creature with lots of sweet activated abilities, as well as just a finisher, which is nice. We got a random God-Eternal Oketra, because why not? Just a powerful card that we can occasionally grab with Once Upon a Time. But this deck also has a combo kill in it. So, Faeburrow Elder can tap for multiple mana. Incubation Druid Adapted taps for multiple mana. And then we have one copy of Gauntlet of Lights here in our sideboard, which gives the enchanted creature the ability to pay 3 mana to untap it. So because Gauntlet of Lights puts this ability onto the creature, Biomancer Familiar makes the untap cheaper, makes it cost 1. So when you put Gauntlets of Light on Elder or Incubation Druid, and you have Biomancer's Familiar in play, you get to make an unlimited amount of mana. Then, once you have an unlimited amount of mana, we can win in a couple different ways. So the first is we can Fae of Wishes for a Finale of Devastation and kill them that way. We can also use Kenrith to make our opponent draw their entire deck, making them deck out and lose the game. We can also draw our own deck until we find one of our other ways, like Fae of Wishes or Kenrith, to kill them. So, this is a mid-range creature combo deck, kind of like we play in Modern, off and on. So, let's play some Magic and see how it goes. A lot of our wins are going to be killing people with Questing Beast and Kenrith as big creatures. That's just how it goes. How do I feel about the drinking age being 21? I think it's both comical and sad that we don't deem people at 18 responsible enough to drink alcohol, but we deem them responsible enough to sign up for a lifetime supply of crippling debt for college. There's a little inconsistency there. They're not responsible enough for one, they're probably not responsible enough for the other. Among the absurd other things we let people do at 18, yeah? Like military service. The goose's bones are now dust. All right, that's a drawn from dreams. You get to play God-Eternal Oketra. Yeah, Burgle, I agree with you to a degree, but I would argue that alcohol, allowing people to purchase and drink alcohol, is less severe than letting people sign up for crippling debt for a lifetime or send them to war. So I agree that staggering things like that makes a whole lot of logical sense. But I also think the impact, or whatever you want to call it, the ordering of them is not ideal. Alright, hopefully they attack us with this again, so Questing Beast can kill this. Are we dead? This is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to 2. Alright, well, we're technically not dead on board, but we're also not in a very good spot.
Really should have seen that coming.
Yeah, dead any creature. Looks like any creature. I'm probably gonna adjust the sideboard after this. I think Veto's a lot worse than Disdainful Stroke right now. I think Stroke is very, very good at the moment. I did a research project for my university on student understanding of debt. The non-business math students overall scored 1 point above understanding almost nothing about their loans. Yep. This was a cut the line. Is Stream Decker not working? Stream Decker is having some issues on mobile. Is the website not working? The website loaded right up for me. All right, so what are we trimming? What are we trimming? I need 3 cuts. Gonna be fast. Gonna be fast. We have a good food draw here on the play. 1, 2, 3. It's just elementary. What could it be? This 1, 2, 3 is gonna prop up a lot of decks that are otherwise a little medium. This is the curve that like standard nightmares are made of. I suppose we do need to draw an untapped land here, huh? That's technically the case still. If we miss, we'll play this out.
One bite, and all your cares are gone.
So gonna miss a small beat here.
I think a little merriment is in order.
I trusted financial aid when I set up my student loans for school that they would set up payments that were reasonable. I made payments for 7 years to realize after 7 years making payments, I owned $4,000 more than what I took out originally because of how the interest. That's messed up. Did you stop interacting with chat? I prefer Magic players that are stoic and think deeply. I'm gonna play Questing Beast on turn 4 like some kind of peasant Magic. This is the worst. Teamer Walkers, I was thinking of Red Cavalier in place of 1 or 2 Sarkans. Hasty Threat. It's not a Hasty Threat on turn 5 though. And casting a triple red card is prohibitive in that mana base. So I don't think Red Cavalier is a good choice for that deck. Sarkhan's a card that generally attacks the turn you play it, which is really ideal. Goodbye, friends. Alright, time to start making 3/3s, I guess.
Surely you see the humor here.
It's kind of depressing in a way when you think about only tens of thousands. It is less than a lot of people still.
One bite, and all your cares are gone.
If I just play Biofamiliar here, I probably just want to do that, right? Like, their sweepers are mostly... what's the word I'm searching for? Deal 3s, so... This lives. I haven't seen too many. I guess they could theoretically have Time Wipe or something like that, but even if they do that, Oko's still here providing pressure. The Wargy Corgi. Thank you for doling out some sub gifties. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. Do I even want this card in this matchup? It's like something that I want. I feel like I don't. I feel like most of the time I just want to ignore fires. Let's update Disdain. Add stroke to the sideboard. What's my stance on marijuana? I think marijuana is disgusting and I would never smoke it because it smells terrible. I also think you should legalize it everywhere and you should let everybody out of prison who is charged with a non-violent drug offense. Legalize it, tax it, and use the money to do some good. Yeah, swapping the henge is probably not a bad idea, Scholar. I agree with that. Just looking for lands here at this point, right? I onced on one in case we hit the goose to put into play. Yeah, private prisons are one of the more messed up things that happen in the United States. I think I'm just supposed to Oko this turn. I really don't want them to, like... That feels bad. I don't want to get, like, Clarion next turn if I play this. Yeah, happy with my decision. Great. What is your quest? I seek the face. Thunk. The fact that the animation swing 2 is just so perfect. Just run them down. All right, so do I... There's no such thing as ethical capitalism. I think that idea is some nonsense. I think a good dose of socialism helps the capitalism go down. But this idea that you can't allow people to innovate is allow people to innovate and make a profit. Like there's a difference between like, let's not let you make billions of dollars and you can't turn a profit. Like those things are different. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and Fae of Wishes here. And then if they don't have any interaction next turn, we can combo them. Yeah, the idea that, like, no one will work if they can't make $1 billion. I think a lot of people are just so bad at comprehending how money works. A lot of people can't even fathom just how much money $1 billion is. $1 billion is just a god-awful absurd amount of money. The Wargy Corgi, thanks for the tip, I appreciate it. Happy Friday, don't mind me. Just donating to bump my decks up. Can you let me know, Wargy Corgi? Can you drop me a DM and let me know which deck you wanted to bump up there? Just so I have the right one. Please bounce your own thing and replay it. Hopefully they don't realize they're dead. I don't think they realize they're dead. Is your body ready for it? All right, put my Chipotle. No! 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 This was our time. We were supposed to do it. All right, I'm picking my Chipotle back up. Picking my Chipotle back up. Sadness resolves. I was so excited, chat. And then they came and policed my fun. They came and they policed my fun. At least I still have my Chipotle. At least I still have my Chipotle. Thanks for the Prime support, Belvins. Oh, I forgot to mute while eating there. Sorry. I appreciate it. We're very honest emotionally here. As an accountant who works with companies who do have over $1 billion in their bank accounts, I get used to it, but it's an incredible amount of money. And even like a company having $1 billion is at least marginally more fathomable than a single person having that, right? Like even that's different. Alright, feels like we're dead. Feels like you're dead. They bounced fires. Yeah, we're super dead. Can I get the Oko is fetching Chipotle leftovers with his uptick? You convert dollars into seconds and puts it in better perspective how much $1 billion versus $1 million is. 1 million seconds is 11.5 days. 1 billion seconds is 31 years. Yeah. It's a good... People, you're right. People do better with measurements of time. You said they policed my fun. My girlfriend was convinced you said they policed my bum and she was very confused. Listen, don't judge me. Tell her not to judge me. All right. All right. We're going to keep this hand because this once upon a time right here, I forgot to add stroke, because this once upon a time right here it's going to be a green source. We're keeping this hand because this is a green source. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. I've made a terrible mistake, chat. I've made a terrible mistake. I was harsh but firm. We started looking for some of our night vision goggles one time. It was a big deal because roughly $10,000 a pair and we lost 5 of them. So we found them in a box with 25 sets of them. They were unopened in the packaging. Those are expensive goggles. Feels like a lot of decks playing castles are losing games by the time they use it to scry. You'd rather just have it an island if you're also playing Fabled Passage. Yeah, maybe. I would consider eating the rich not to be a good policy. Feels like weak policy. Are we dead? I feel like we've died. So, something that's a touch awkward here is Glass Casket is our current removal spell of choice. And Glass Casket the glass casket doesn't exile Torbrand, which feels like a big deal. I feel like I'm supposed to trim one of the mana creatures, probably the more expensive one. I mean, even Seal Away wouldn't be very good against Torbrand. I probably want some Prison Realms in my 75. Well, we'll make some updates to the board after this. You can Elk Torbrand, that's fair. That is a legal play. Alright, the goose is loose, chat. Yeah, there's a strong possibility our opponent is not sideboarded optimally.
I'll think up quite the nibble. Surely you see the humor here.
Oh, did I? Sorry, thank you. Did I mess up and not block this last turn?
You're a tricksy one.
Because he should be higher than he is, right? Oh, it was tapped. You're right. So I didn't block it, but I also didn't mess up. Thank you. Good call. All right, we're still at 16. So like 3/3 plus 4/4 here, plus endless supply of food from Goose should be good. I suppose they could Torborn this turn and we could be in trouble. Yeah, because this lets this trigger kill this.
I grace you with my lack of presence.
Yeah, why doesn't Questing Beast have lifelink? Asking the real questions. I should have played this. Am I supposed to just play this as a... Am I supposed to play this as a 4/3? Feels like that's possibly the case. Ooh. Huh? I think I lead on this. Because I want, if they have another burn spell, to kill this first. I've never had home run in pizza, no. Not that I recall. Alright, and there's the slaying fire eating the questing beast instead of eating my Kenrith, potentially. If you had grabbed red there and they have nothing, yeah, but then I can't make a food with the goose. I think I want to honk the goose here. Man, that's brutal. Woof. Oh, super unfortunate. Third slaying fire. Maybe I'm supposed to have played this first. Maybe I'm supposed to have played this out first.
Don't start any fires without me. Say hi to my fiery friends.
Dead to shock. Yep. We were so close to Mythic. We were so close to Mythic. Alright, let's update the sideboard here a little bit. Get some Prison Realms in here. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Honestly, with the messed up way Arena's system works, we're probably better off not hitting Mythic on this stream till late if my goal is to top 1,000. Jeff, I know you say take us to the finish line a bunch. Can I make a humble suggestion? Take us to the end zone, because that's a quarterback pun. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I'm prepared for that. Alright, so do I want to play second Incubation Druid here or just Broco? I guess there's a good chance Broco just dies, huh? I'm just going to play this in double block. My prejudice says Jeff isn't a huge sports player. Hey, I know that football is the one that has the forks at either end of the field. I'm basically an expert. Would you consider blue-green henge a aggressive deck with disruption? I would consider us very dead. God, what? I think people finally got the memo that the Golos deck is bad against mono red. It feels like that memo has been distributed. We were dirtling for a little bit there, but people are bringing the beat downs. Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade for the removal. Mono red's back on the menu, yeah. What are my last couple trims here? I feel like I want my top end. Yeah, why doesn't Questing Beast have lifelink? Card seems unplayable. We are going to play some Ira up next in the mono black aggro deck. All right. And we're going to keep this hand, chat, because Once Upon a Time is a removal, is a green land. Not a removal spell, it's a green land. We're keeping this hand because this is a green land. Good. Good Once Upon a Time. I appreciate you. Wow, way to cook my goose. Man, I wanted to ask if you'd learned your lesson, old man. Listen, we can't be unlucky twice in the same stream. Come on now. Think I'm just eating this food this turn? Think we're just eating this food? This gets Glass Casketed, right? Yeah, 3 or less. Great. This QB's about to hit a home run. That's what quarterbacks do, right, chat? They hit home runs right into the opponent's face. Did I sports correctly? I think I did it. I think we sportsed correctly. People were asking me to tighten up my references, so you know, all about the home runs. Oh, our quarterback's the one with the hoop. He's dunking. He's about to dunk on the opponent. I feel like he dunks on Teferi, so that's pretty accurate. He definitely dunks on Teferi. Okie doke. Was that a good draw? Feels like that was a good draw. Stop attacking my goose. There's so much hostility.
Every tale about me is
Nom nom nom.
Surely you must be famished.
Surely you must be famished. Light 'em up. They're on fire. Oh, 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 do, 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 do.
Loyalty is fickle and fragile.
I think it's right to just swap those there. I think this sounds good too, because it lets me activate Goose for cheaper and Incubation Druid can fart. I mean, do you understand what tempo means, Bill Nye, the zombie guy? Because, like, how does Brazen Borrower re-buy me tempo in this matchup? How does spending 2 mana to send their 1 mana thing back to their hand equate to tempo? Can you elaborate, please? Yeah, the one mana thing that has haste a lot of the time. That's why I think it's extra important to be descriptive and not just use buzzwords. Because I feel like a lot of the time people are just like throwing out magic words that they've heard without really having like a good basis of like what they're really intending to convey on average. Light 'em up. They're on fire. Oh, 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 do, 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 do. Alrighty then, chat. Alrighty then. How do we feel about 1 white gain 5? Feel good? Feel good about it? I'm feeling pretty good about it. Bow down to the king, baby. Frankly, I'm really glad we're dead. Are we dead? Did I die? The pride cometh before the fall. This is 6. This is only 12, right? But then I can only block 2. Okay. So we're not dead here, right? I don't think. We might be dead here. Oh, I can block 3. So I go to 13 here. All right, so we're not dead. So I get to go this, kill this, this, kill this, this, chump this, then before damage, gain 5 more. This doesn't kill this because that is first strike, so let's block better. So these trade, this eats this, this chumps, I take 3, I gain 5, I end up at 3. Me, I gain 5 life. Hey, thanks for the 3/4 of a year, let it rip. You'll be back. They all come back eventually. Thanks for keeping me around at any rate. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. So then we elk this. And then let's just gain 5 now before any funny business happens. That's incredibly rude.
My friend is here to help your pain.
If they attack with everything, we can kill that with Questing Beast. Would it have been better to take the dwarf as a 2/5 blocker? I don't think so. Just because, what's the word that I'm searching for? I don't think so because of, I want to keep this guy high so he doesn't die. An updated deck list I submitted for the deck queue. Well, if you submitted it, what's the word that I'm searching for? If you submitted it using a website that you have an account on, you just update it at the link. If you submitted it on an anonymous account and you want to add an account to it, drop me a message and let me know. We can get something worked out for you.
My assistants are painfully slow.
All right, so this is unblockable. This gets more power. They're hitting me for taking 6 here, it looks like. Or 3. The Spectral Sailor is about to be clutch, huh? He's going to finish this off and hopefully drag us kicking and screaming back in here. On the back of Kenny Boy. Yeah. He's a sailor. This should be the final nail. Be worth elking the dodger so she could block it. Yeah, maybe. Alright. Back up to Diamond 1. On the scoreboard against Mono Red. It's more Under the Breach. Yeah, if the Incubation Druid had been Paradise Druid, though, our blocks would have been much worse that entire game. So that's something else to consider, too. Yes, yeah, putting ping 2 to get a counter on the Paradise Druid lets it pump up more mana. Something I should have done. That's, did I have that option? I didn't have that option. The reason why I kept the Druid was because I tapped it to make mana Doge. So if you go back and look as to why we kept the Druid, that wasn't a play we could make. They conceded to Sailor because Sailor was going to deal 1 damage to kill their Tybalt. And if the Tybalt died, we had unlimited pay 3, gain 5s, which their mono red deck was never beating. Who's excited for another constructed playable buy a box card? I know I am. Yep, also true. Once Kenrith, well, Kenrith draws cards too. So the Sailor doesn't do anything that Kenrith wasn't already doing. This one's even better because they can't proxy it. Yep. It's worse than Nexus of Fate for paper play, which is honestly impressive that they figured out a way to put themselves in a worse situation than they were in with Nexus of Fate. Some people say WotC can't innovate. I disagree. Speaking of WotC innovations, did anybody else watch Nox's rant about Arena not being release ready? I felt it in my soul when he was ranting. Yeah, the green-white deck, the opponent's deck looks really sweet until your opponent plays Wrath of God. Is my experience playing with and against it so far. Thirsty Kane, thanks for the 7 months. So, like, it looks great, but I really just feel like you can't play it in the current format. What am I doing here? If I do this, I can make a food, and then I can fart Incubation Druid this turn inside of block, so this now makes 3, so 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if I play Oko and Kenrith, I'm dead on board though, right? So that seems like taking the line that leaves me dead on board seems loose. Yeah, the opponent's deck is definitely a deck that lacks player agency. It's a very much a, these are my plays, can you beat them? If yes, I'm sad. If no, I'm not sad. This attack seems bad. Yeah, opponent agrees. Been a while since we've had a good wet fart on stream. I guess that's not true. We've adapted some Growth Chamber Guardian somewhat recently. So next turn, we get to deploy Kenny and gain life, right? Because we have 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we hit a land, we can gain 5, sorry. If we hit a land, we can gain... If we hit an 11th mana next turn, we can gain 10 life, which is great. Nope, links are enabled. Relevant magic-related links or topical links of what we're discussing are always welcome in chat. And I think I just make another food here. Because since I didn't hit a land, I have 5 extra mana. So that lets me gain 5, gain 3. So I gain 8 here, which is great.
Welcome to the feast.
What is a buy? So buy a box cards are physical cards that generally speaking you can only get as a one-of promo when you buy a booster box of Magic the Gathering cards. So Kenrith is not found in normal booster packs of Eldraine in paper. And the reason why this is relevant is not because of scarcity, because the buy a box cards actually have more copies printed than most mythics, the way it works. The problem is buy a box promos are only available in foil, and Magic the Gathering has incredibly low quality card stock, which makes the foils warp to the point of not being tournament play. Now, last season with Nexus of Fate, they had a workaround where they created a tournament rule where if a card was only available in foil and you had a foil copy of that card, the tournament officials were allowed to issue you a proxy card. So like a basic land that said Nexus of Fate written on the front of it that represented your Nexus of Fate in your deck so it wasn't marked. Now, therein enters the problem with Kenrith. Because Wizards of the Coast has created these new premium booster packs, there are non-foil copies of Kenrith available in these premium booster packs. So it's not just an issue of there's only a foil, we have to issue you a proxy now. It's an issue of there's non-foil versions technically available, but they're going to be incredibly rare because they're only available in $20 collector boosters. So the non-foil version will be more rare than the foil version under the current intended distribution model. Would it be correct to trade Oko a food for their beast there? It would be correct if Magic Arena would let me cheat. Unfortunately, Magic Arena doesn't let me cheat this damn game and its rules engine. I'm gonna do Jeskai Tempo and Modern Niv. We played the Esper Stacks deck yesterday on stream and it was really bad. What's your opinion on using proxy cards for casual play in paper? If I was playing casual Magic, I would never buy Magic cards. I would only proxy things. MTG Finance is stupid and way too expensive. Fun fact. I literally own a color laser printer for the explicit purpose of printing Magic proxies in paper. Because when I played a bunch of paper Magic, we proxied a lot of stuff. I think I'm gonna gain 10 and draw a card here. If we hit the adapt creature here, we're just like ahead to not close way. I think I just make a 3/3 here. I want to try and get set up so ideally I want to get set up so I don't die to an unbreakable formation next turn. So I have 5, 11, 12 mana. So I can gain 20. So this gains me 5 less, but it also blocks something, so that seems meaningful. I'm gonna play that and pass. I have no idea, Ghost. Even the Cavalcade versions of Red have felt pretty underwhelming to me. This card's great. It's very good. Alright, with Convoke 6 on that, we're probably dead to an Anthem. Nah, I don't think we was. I don't think I want to gamble. What's the Hyper Geo there? How likely am I to hit? I feel like I'm worse than a coin flip. Yeah, we're 39% to hit a 4 of and 45 cards with 5 looks. I don't think that's good enough. I could start elking the flyers, that's true. So what if I do this? I'm taking I'm only taking 13 with these blocks, and I'm only losing the goose. That seems great, right? And I can gain 12 on demand here. Oh, I forgot the flyers. Yeah. Right, so this is 8, 13, 17, go to 3. I feel like we came out ahead there. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna pump this, for sure. I actually didn't really mind the M20 standard season. It's just from a content perspective, it wasn't very popular because everyone was spent on it. Wait, oh, that one was Summoning Sick. I was like, why didn't I get to make mana with that when it was Summoning Sick? So I feel like I'm not drawing off of this until we get to a point where we have the board locked down better. We've gained a lot of life this game. I feel like we've crossed the point of no return for my opponent. I'm attacking with both of these because if they block, Kenrith makes it bigger. So I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 mana. A flourish may do it. Maybe? Doesn't I should have counted. Definitely should have counted. Oh, they can't attack with these. God, nice card. That's just good deck building right there. So right now I'm taking 15. This is a 15, 23, and I can gain 15, 20, right? That's not a big deal. Right? It's 15 plus 8 is 23, right? Bump up, the bump up, the wump up, the jam. Pump up, the bump up, the wump up, the jam. Pump up, the bump up, the wump up, the jam. Yeah, imagine if we had Biomancer's Familiar out. So down to one card here. Let's look for Familiar. Missed. Just gonna go ahead and pass.
Surely you must be famished.
This card is very good. In case anyone was wondering, this card is very good. All right, so huh? Come on. Come on. Come on. They're debating if they want to kill Oko. Please kill Oko. Please kill Oko. They must really need this match win. Now's my chance. We got him. Got him on the ropes.
Fine, remain blind.
Fine. Remain blind. What is your quest? I don't think Questing Beast is gonna be able to do it, chat. Oh, without Oko, these make less mana. That's awkward.
Walk with me, sing with me. I will enlighten you. Your new look is enchanting.
Yeah, they're also smaller. All right, so we're no longer like on the brink of dying, which gives me a chance to like make Kenrith make my creatures bigger and like draw a couple of cards here. Because when we find Biomancers familiar, this game is super over. I like the Teamer Oko Friends deck. I ended up going to the gym last night instead of working on the website though, so it didn't get added to the site, but I have artwork for it, so the Teamer deck's going up on the site. Hey, thanks for the 4 months, Arlard. Welcome back. Did I miss damage there with Elders? I don't know, probably. All right, so that's 6. I'm gonna go ahead. If I put on full control mode, is it gonna let me pick what mana gets used here? Nope, and it automatically used my blue mana. I guess that makes sense. It doesn't matter. Gain 5. It'll be okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Do. You have to have auto tap off as well to pick the colors. Yikes.
Welcome to the feast.
That's not infinite mana yet, right? No. I think I just played this out because it keeps Oko alive. That's a finale. Oh, it could be a finale. You're right. Oh, they can diddle her. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're totally right. They're just gonna diddle her. Well, if I pump a bunch of mana into Finale, I don't really have creatures left over to attack with, right? Okay, this is scary. The fact that I took some time off of gaining, the fact that I skipped gaining life means if they hit an Anthem effect here, we could die. Is it like their third Flower Flourish? Oh, it does keep my Elder 3/3s. Yeah, that's true. What's the time at for each player? They're at 19 minutes. I'm also at 19 minutes. That's a good call. I need to play a little bit faster. Although I'd like to think we're not going to have another game like this. I think I'm going to scry at my upkeep. If we hit Biofamiliar, we should win very quickly. Again, I have 6 mana left, so it's just a mana efficient to gain 10 here. Although maybe I should draw a card and make this a 6/6. All right. So I have 9, 18, 22 mana at the moment. Opponent decides they're not going to outvalue that. Weird. Weird. I have no idea what Pleasant Kenobi's Magic Arena username is. You could tutor up Lazotep to have it make 4 mana. That's techie. I like that, Scholar. Is it crazy to click submit here? Like, maybe I want Glass Casket. Exiling Beast on occasion is good, and taking their adventure creature off the table is good. Is it just this? Spectral Sailor's a little meh. Time Wipe staying in the sideboard so we can fetch it with Fae of Wishes. Which, honestly, it was probably right that game to like. Fetch that with Fae of Wishes. Stroke, I think Stroke for March is too narrow. Even if this is a land, this hand's kind of too slow, right? I think we mulligan. It's unfortunate. Yep, all right. Looking to run some lands off here. Thanks for not letting me get too attached to my wildcards. We aim to please here. Thanks for the 21 months, Hellboy. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Yeah, definitely could use a client restart. This'll probably be the last match. Woof. That's aggressive. Yeah, that deck ended up being a lot better than I was expecting it to. Did Arena get better with the last update about needing to restart? No. Which is unfortunate. Alright, hopefully you just hit, like, running lands here. I'm pretty sure we're just, like, playing Stem the Bleeding here. Like, if I don't trade here and I miss my land drop, we're, like, just too close to dead. Alright. Well, it hurts us, but we get to attack. It's not on the website yet. Yeah, it's on the YouTube channel. So as always, you can find deck lists in the video descriptions. I'm gonna throw it up on the website tonight, I think, or this afternoon.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
All right. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, dead to a removal spell. Otherwise, Kenrith gonna carry us. We are dead to a jump spell. Do 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 do. That wasn't terrible considering like we were on the draw and mulligan to 5. All right, so being on the play and seeing that they have Gideon, I definitely want all my questing beasts if they're on Gideon. Do I want these prison realms? I feel like I want these prison realms. He believes he can fly. Gonna jump up and touch the sky. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Yep. Sign me up. Hand's a little slow, but we're on the play, so I think that's fine. If we get a blue source, we're gonna play Fae of Wishes on 2, not only as an early blocker, but also so Faeburrow Elder here makes a third color. I think having the White God card as a powerful tool to let us go over the top of the late game is valuable, Gooch. Also, a card like Once Upon a Time is slightly worse when I'm boarding in a bunch of non-hits for it, like Prison Realm and Glass Casket. So when I board in a lot of cards that Once Upon a Time doesn't hit in a deck, I'll frequently trim some of them. Block. My turn. Triple ramp spell, go. So we're gonna have 7 mana next turn.
I will defend the weak at every opportunity.
What do you think about a miser copy of Once Upon a Time? Have you ever committed to anything in your life? Or are your significant others always incredibly disappointed? That's what I think about your one copy of Once Upon a Time. Is that a good turn? Feels like a good turn. Sorry if that was a little too personal for some of you out there. Imagine, I honestly am just surprised they boarded this in against our Questing Beast deck. Why does this honk? Why does this castle honk? Inquiring minds want to know. crunch. Quarterback questing beast making a slam dunk there in the end zone. Letting them know what's up. They are digging for a giant slayer here. Yeah, just the flexibility on Kenrith is really good. Just incredibly powerful card. Yeah, we played Golos deck with 3 Kenrith in it. Was very good there. Questing Beast making a slam dunk in the outfield. I appreciate you correcting my sports terminology. I'm not super sportsy, so I get it incorrect sometimes. The outfield, that's where the Angels are, right? The Angels are in the outfield. See, I can sports, I understand. I understand, chat. As someone who has played standard formats for Journey to Nowhere and Banishing Light and Standard, I always feel weird seeing powered down versions of these cards getting printed. Are Journey and Banishing Light just too good to be in Standard? So, restrictions breed creativity and diversity. So a great example of this is having sweepers like Ritual of Soot and Cry of the Canarium, or removal spells like Glass Casket allow people to play around particular removal spells. So by having removal spells be more restrictive, you create more player agency inside of your games. Which is why having somewhat restrictive things is actually good. It has vigilance too, yeah. I tried the play queue for some historic decks last night and never waited more than 30 seconds for it. That's great to hear, Hacksaw. Really hope they give us a best of 3 queues. I think historic is destined to be wildly popular. That would be my estimation. So, as was the last time we played this deck, I feel like that was a great testament to this card being super constructed playable, especially in a deck that can make a little bit of extra mana. Goose plus Oko plus Questing Beast can carry decks a little bit too. So we never got to quite execute our infinite mana combo in the 4 matches that we played, but at the same time, this deck's pretty unlikely to execute that combo. It requires a lot of the stars to align, and the deck's plenty capable of winning matches even without it, just because we're playing a lot of individually powerful cards that are very, very reasonable. Alright, we're going to pivot from this little bit more mid-rangey deck into something a little bit more aggressive here in mono black aggro. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad break and run to the restroom. When I get back, we're going to dive into this. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Don't go anywhere. And restart the client, right? Restart the client. In general, synergy decks tend to be bad is the issue. In order for synergy decks and build around decks to be good, interaction has to be really bad. Because if your interaction is at all reasonable, synergy decks just get picked apart. I mean, Mardu Knights isn't really a synergy deck. Mardu Knights is an aggressive deck that happens to play some Knight cards. Be right back. Alrighty. Almost time to dive in. So Phyrexian mana is a mechanic that allows you to pay life instead of mana for spells. And free spells, generally speaking, tend to be busted more often than that.